I wasn't totally sure I wanted to do it yet because we don't have the whole thing. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay. So, John, stop looking at your wife. I was talking about my screen.
Oh, okay.
Don't be trying to look at your wife and granddaughter while I'm talking. Come on now. All right, guys, here's round one. You guys have seen it. Anyone who's new, please, again, go back to the YouTube and watch the beginning of one of our other overviews. That way you'll get the benefits side and the website side. You come into the program, and what you're going to do is, as you guys know, we call it It's Only 5 for a reason, because we only get 5 of your total of $6. Okay, your $5 comes to us. The other dollar goes to the payment processor. 8 people will come in down the line. You will receive $5 from each one of them, taking $20 to move you down the cycle 2, which leaves $1 for your sponsor, the person who invited you, leaves you $19. Now, a lot of people don't get excited over $19, but guess what? If I had told you you had to put in $500 and you got $1,900 back, you'd be going crazy. It's the same return on investment, guys. So literally, somebody just let coronavirus in our Zoom call, by the
I
way.
saw that.
Y'all put your masks on. Coronavirus is here.
We need some ivermectin.
So anyway, $19 stays to you, but you will never be required to pull money out of your pocket again, because we took the $20 out of your 40. We put it here. 8 people will help you. That's 160 all day. You put 50 to join cycle 3. Your sponsor gets 5. Again, I'll say it every single time. If you pay it forward for somebody, all they have to do is cycle twice, and you've gotten your money back, and you could go pay it forward for someone else. People have got to start helping other people. That is the core of this whole program, is to help others and get others out of the rut that they're in. So that process is going to repeat itself. Same thing, different numbers. And guess what, guys? At this point, you can get $7, $24, $147 just for inviting someone. That's a whole lot of people that you could help get into this program. All right, but we're going to take a total of $1,200 from you, and we're going to put 200 new positions right back here at cycle 1, round 1. Every time you see a green line, remember, they always go back to the beginning of the round that you find them on. So that's going to repeat. And as you see here, we gave you 5 green lines, which means at different times, you will have 1,000 new positions come back to cycle 1, round 1. When all that's said and done, we're going to keep $10 out of your money. That's going to help you bring into round 2. But before we go, your sponsor will have accumulated in this row here $4,254 just for saying, hey, Janet, come join this program. And Janet got excited and got in it and did what she did. And guess what? We get that just for saying, hey, come and check us out. But that person gets to walk with $86,516 at the end of round 1. This is the total accumulated amount that you see here. That's what you earn from round 1. This line that you're going to see on every chart I show you is only reflecting the money if you saved everything from that one round. Okay, so remember, we took $10 out of the money you got, and we paid it so that you could get in round 2. Round 2, cycle 10. If you notice, you see another color showing up. Okay, we're going to take $10. We're going to put you in. 8 people will give you $10. You will keep 40 to go to the next row. You will then give $2 to your sponsor. You get to walk away with 38. That process is going to repeat with different numbers all the way down to the first green line where we get you 100 tickets because now they're $10 a piece. And those 100 tickets will go back to cycle 10 on round 2. That will happen 5 total times. So 500 tickets go back to cycle 10 on round 2 to keep the momentum going faster and faster and faster. But we've added this green and orange line together. What is that? That is another 200 tickets. They go back to cycle 1, round 1, every single time. So what are they here for? Because they're here so that when your referral is sitting right here and somebody cycles back 200 new positions, your referral gets to move down to cycle 2 at least. There could be a potential to go further, but it also depends on our momentum. So always remember, green lines go back to cycle and the beginning of the round that they're in. Orange lines go all the way back to the beginning to help the new guy. That's going to continue that process. We're going to hold $20 of your total money. But before we do that, the person who invited you gets $5,600 and change. You get to walk away with $181,000 and a whole heck of a lot of pennies. So if you can't pay it forward and you can't help anybody way back on the first round, you can certainly do it here. So we took out 20 bucks. We're going to bring it to round 3. Round 3 is the exact same thing. You can pause the replay to look at it, check the numbers, see how it works. Round 4 is an exact duplicate of round 2 and 3, except we have different numbers. Okay, we're going to take $100 out of here. And as you see, you get a nice little sponsor incentive for bringing somebody in. But the person who goes through round 4 gets to walk away with $913,000 and a lot of quarters. So we took $100, we move you to round 5. Now, what do you see here? You see a lot of orange, okay? There is a ton of orange lines here. Why do we do that? Because we're going to bring you through the cycles. You're going to see all these numbers. This is what your sponsor gets. This is what you get. You get down here, because the tickets are $100, we're only doing 10 per green line. So that means you get 50 positions that come back to cycle 37 on round 5. Those 50 positions are then backed up, every single one of them, with 200 tickets that will eventually flow through this system. And those 200 tickets times 5 equals 1,000 new positions that come right back here to cycle 1, round 1, and it helps every new person that comes in. That could be your friend, it could be your enemy, it could just be whoever, and when they cycle, you will cycle shortly after. So that's round 5. You get to walk away as a sponsor with $101,000 and change. The person that you sponsored gets to walk away with $1.8 million. So again, if you can't help somebody with that, then we have to really change your mindset. $500 comes out. It takes you into round 6, cycle 46. Same as the last one, except the sponsor gets to walk away with over $413,000. You get to walk away with nothing because you're going to give me $9.2 million because you just love all of us that much that you're going to pick one of the core team members and give us that money. Okay. You can give it to Vivian first because she will stab somebody if we get the money and she doesn't. I'm just telling you. Y'all deal with her in the chat. Y'all already know. Don't even act like she doesn't. Anyway, you get to walk away with 9.2 million, almost 9.3, which is a huge deal. So that's on round 6. Now remember, these numbers are only from that round. You have to add in round 5 all the way down to 1. Okay. So we're going to take $1,000 and we're going to put it up into round 7. Round 7, cycle 55 is where you start with 1,000. 8 people give you 8,000 total, 4,000 to move you to the next cycle. $200 goes to your investor, your inviter as a sponsor incentive. You get to keep 3,800. That's going to continue till you get to cycle 58. The tickets are $1,000 a piece, so we only buy one. That means 5 tickets back to cycle 55 in round 7 to keep the cycle going and moving faster. But then again, we have 1,000 tickets that at every given point, because they won't all come back there at the same time, which is good because it keeps flow, they're all going to come right back here. And that's 1,000 tickets to get to help somebody. Okay, 1,000 people or positions coming in will help a lot of individual cycle. What that's going to do is it's going to push people closer and closer to these green lines, which just dump right back in the same place and keep the momentum going even harder and faster. But we're in round 7. Notice program complete. We're not taking any more money from you. Why is that? Because you've got all these other positions that have to catch up. And as they come through the system, they do the same thing that your original position did. So to give you a quick example, if you had 200 positions that come back to cycle 1, round 1, they follow the exact same path that your first program went through. So 200 positions start here. So now you're going to get 200 times 19, which is $3,800. Then you're going to get this one at 105 times 200. They're all going to come down here, and 200 positions will multiply by 200 and come back to cycle 1 to keep the momentum going. All right. So that's why we say program is complete. We're not going any further. Besides, Guillermo told me if we go any further, he's going to come and murk me. Okay. He's going to come in here and he's going to blow up my house because he said people can't handle any more rounds. We should have only stuck to 1, but he's not doing it. So I listened so well that instead of having 1, we added 6 more because that's how I do things. You can ask Sarah. She tells me not to. I do it anyway, and then I go above and beyond. So she told me not to buy her any gifts for our anniversary. So I did. She told me not to do anything except for drive to the mall. We didn't have to buy anything. That's not how it worked. But $843,000 for someone telling you, because Janet said, hey, I need you to come check out this program. And you said yes. She gets $843,000. Then you get to walk away. Now remember, again, this is in this round only. All of this is accumulated in these 2 columns. You get to walk away with $18.5 million. Guys, that is amazing money, and it's all doable because we all work together. And just imagine how that could change a disabled veteran's life, how that could change a church's outcome and how many people they can outreach to. The things that that money could do is ridiculous. So with that said, that's about as far as we can go today. And we did in 30 minutes, actually 28 minutes. Technically, we didn't start until 12 after, so we got it done in a lot quicker time. So that's what we go from. And that is not an income claim. That is showing you the comp plan and following our process. So for you guys that are in the chat room saying that's an income claim, learn the difference between an income claim and a comp plan. Okay. Now, I'll tell you honestly, the results will vary because if we don't bring people in, we don't make it to the upper levels, the higher rounds. But that's until we hit our new phase 2. And then we will be back on track. We will have everything where it's supposed to be, and we will be able to get this moving in such a better manner. And guys, we understand that we gave you what you asked for, and that was our fault. We should have stuck to our guns and told you no. But we wanted to help you. We wanted to get you guys moving forward faster, and we tried. It did not work the way everybody thought it would. That's why we're slowing down. That's why we don't have to look at the who's next to cycle until we're actually putting people in. So best way to put people in is by helping someone. All right. So phase 2 will come in, and yes, phase 1 will be in effect. It is not going anywhere right now. We won't get any further into that, but at this point, we are done with the Zoom call. I don't know if anybody wants to take any questions that are non-support. Let me repeat that, non-support, because if you ask a support question, I will mute you. I'm just saying, I will put you right in the waiting room. And I got Fast Fingers Guillermo down there to help me out. So we'll do 5 minutes of questions, and